All right. See my hand? That means to chill. You. Yes, you. Relax. Have a good time with your boy. Have some fun with me. Get you a drink of choice. I have coffee. What do you have? You want some coffee? Go ahead, have some. Go ahead, here. It's dark. I don't put cream in my coffee. Pause. All right, here. Here you go. Here you go. Don't judge my cup. We've been through a lot of wars together. I've had this cup before time immemorial or time immemorial. I don't even know how it goes, but that's not even what we're here to talk about. Oh my God, where are my manners? It's the Six Paths Commandments. Six Paths Dice here. Mr. Land, if you need me, I'm your humble, gracious, good smelling host. Six Paths Dice. No, we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about a hero. In every era, when the chips sit down, when all hope is lost, a hero comes along. And that hero happens to be Ninja Turtle, man. I don't want to call him Ninja Turtle, but I mean, it works. I feel like if I don't put Ninja Turtle in it, you won't know how I'm talking about. But we're gonna get into this episode. So y'all seen me on the channel before. I think I've covered this show before once or twice. The balloon pop show, or these kind of shows in general where men come in front of a group of women and get rated to their face, or basically accepted or rejected to their face. It's like playing smash or pass to your face. Now, me personally, I'm not doing it. I'm gonna tell you right now, if I was on one, y'all look, I'm not on one of these daggone shows. I'll come in there and make y'all unpop them balloons. You're not popping no balloon on me. We just ain't doing it. I'm not going. I'm not going. You heard me. You heard what I said. I'm not doing it. I'm not going. So this one in particular is hosted by a lovely lady. I don't know her name. And what she usually does is get some pretty much from below average to average to slightly above average women together. They line them up and whatnot. You see them from far away. Listen, it's a super mixed bag. And don't get me wrong. No one's saying that just because you don't look that good that you should be attracted to someone that looks that good. I don't know. It's like one of those things where it's like, all right, once you give someone a choice, it's like opening up Pandora's box. Because the thing about that's the whole process of the balloon pop show is that, all right, well, we've never done this before, where like women will give you feedback to your face, but also they're doing it with very little information. Like they don't know you. They're not really spending time with you. So I think we got to maybe take a step back and think about the shows that came before. A long time ago, there used to be a show called Next. And Next would be there's the person who's like the main focus of the show. Like, so let's say I'm on the show Next, right? And I got 10 girls that I could choose from. They're on a bus. They all get off the bus, and at any given time during the basically they'll get off the bus, come hang out with me for a little bit, and at any given time I can say next, okay, and go to the next girl, right? But at least on that show, it took a whole half hour to get through all the girls, and also for, let's say it's the one man or the one woman, the person who's coming to date, right? This is like Next, but in reverse, where the contestants who should be trying to win it, because it's only one of you and a bunch of them. So as you're going to see in this video right here, it's not like, it's like 10, it's like, 10, 12 guys coming out. There's a bunch of girls and one guy, right? And so the show is this is like that same show in reverse. Let's go ahead and open this bad boy up, man. Let's go ahead and go full screen on this drawing right here, man. And again, I don't really have anything bad to say about the women and nothing like that, but these are regular women. All right, so first and foremost, when it comes to dating, right? So ratios are important. Women should want to be the pretty one, should want to be the attractive one. And I ain't saying nigga gotta be ugly or nothing like that, but it's a good thing for you to be the cute one. Also, he's supposed to be stronger and more assertive and more mean than you can be, because that's the guy who has the mindset to build with. I heard brother attorney Dennis Sperling making that point. This guy has the kind of mindset. Now, he gonna talk a little bit. Don't get me wrong. He's a little rough around the edges. I know that he ain't the most traditionally handsome, nothing like that. But yo, we gotta make this point about yo. This is what niggas look like. He looked like a nigga. You know what I'm saying? My man was well-groomed, well-dressed. He in good shape. You know what I'm saying? He confident who he is. He got a good job, all this type of shit. You know what I mean? He got it going on. And no other era would like if okay, back in the 90s and 2000s and stuff like that, if a woman would have heard all these characteristics and whatnot, or met him and found out he got all this stuff going on, she at least want to give him a shot. She may not get that he ain't necessarily the most handsome cat, but he ain't bad to look at. You know what I'm saying? The guy put a lot of effort into his appearance, a lot of effort, and on top of that, the nigga's stable. Okay, he's a plumber. Like the Kevin Samuels show really exposed how women think and how how much women think like kids. Remember you were a kid and someone asked you, hey, you, young six-path dice, young 7-year-old six-path dice, young six-paths, what do you want to be when you grow older, when you get older? You know what I would have said back then, my nigga? The president. Me. I'm him. I that nigga. I'm going to be the president. I would have told you a wrestler. Okay? I would have told you something cool. No 7-year-old ever thinks that, yo, when I grow up, I'm going to be an assistant manager. No 7-year-old ever thinks that, right? But as you get older, you start realizing, like, shit, man, shit, I can be a child working for the government, nigga. Shit, I'm set. You know what I mean? Like, they get paid good. They don't be working that hard. Your priorities just change, right? And I don't know. And this might be also a case of the who done it, because what's going on is, and another issue is, and this is the point of the channel, is to help y'all grow the hell up. The reason why we break these things down is so I can help to improve your communication. If I can help to improve your communication, the same voice you talk with is the same voice you think with. The same logic that you use when you talk is the same logic you use when you think. So if I can get that communication to be clearer, I can get you to make a little more sense, and I can get you to improve your relationships, but not just with people, but with people, places, and things. And then I can get you to do some self-correction. I can leave. I can go get more coffee, live my life, get more white shirts, make more videos, because you're going to be self-correcting. I won't have to worry about you. I'm going to tell you right now, your bro Six Paths is worried sick about you. I lose sleep thinking about the millions of you. My heart goes out to all y'all, because I know in my heart of hearts, our generation is cooked. We are cooked. These shows are displays of how much we are cooked. Okay? And not so much for this is the example right here, but more so for the fact that these women don't see the folly and how women will come across a guy who's a good catch and say, I don't like this about you. And also, and for men, This is also great example or a visual. Now, don't get me wrong. When I say this, it's not, don't take it the wrong way. Women make the effort not to like men. Men try to like women. Men can only have sex with who they can have sex with. So naturally, whatever his options are, he's going to try to be attracted to the woman that he can get that's in front of him. That's how you see that big girl getting a man sometimes, or that ugly girl getting a man sometimes. So the girl you think ain't, know what I mean? Because like, yo, he in his mind, that's his best option, and he's trying to make it work. Or he's trying to say, okay, I can, okay, that's breath a little strong. Okay, all right, okay, got but a little weird. You got kind of a weird booty. Okay, I think I can make it work. And when I talk about women not liking men, and I saw this like as like a video title, or I saw it somewhere online, right? And what it really means is that women being selective is a good thing, because you don't want to be with a woman who is very friendly to everyone and whatnot, and is flirtatious, and you got to think about her having a work husband and stuff like that. You want her to be a little bit mean to men who aren't you. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily nasty, nothing like that, but for guys trying to holler and whatnot, like you want her to shut that down. You know what I mean? So that it's not a terrible thing. And also you want her to be a little selective because it lends itself to her having a bit of a higher value socially, because the idea is always supposed to be that she don't go with everybody and she's with one man and she's committed to this one guy. But I think what changed is, again, women have always been manipulative. And hold on, y'all. So it's always in a woman's nature to get the best situation that she can for herself, and also maintain portraying herself in the best light. That's always been women's game, and it will continue to be women's game, right? But as we gotten further and further along, again, men play the dating game like a solo mission. And a lot of things that men do are solo missions, but dating is not one of them. One of the reasons why guys get BJs today is because somebody slipped up. The whole plot of the movie The Brothers was largely driven by D.L. Hughley not being able to get a BJ from his wife. And I ain't gonna lie, the only thing that'll probably be different today, if that story was told today, will be that she giving a BJ to somebody that he know. Something like that. Like he just ain't getting no dome. But somebody's getting some dome somewhere, somehow, some way, somewhere, right? So I think what's going on is that I know I'll be talking a lot about the overplaying of the hand. Women have overplayed the control hand. And going back to what I was saying about it being a shared thing, a shared goal, is that what men don't realize is that, again, women are more social, they talk more, they communicate more, and also it's their instinct to follow. If they hear one woman talking about some shit that sound good or something that benefits them or sound good to them, they will follow that. And people follow what sounds good to them in general, but they'll do it despite whether or not it makes sense or despite whether or not it's the right thing to begin with, right? So what we see going on is that you got all these content creators who talk so much about getting basically the perfect man. So I think I always say it's a combination of culture, what you learn from your mother, and a lot of times your mothers they be sabotaging y'all because they instill ideas and habits and behaviors in you that will make it almost impossible to get with any man. Almost impossible, right? What else? What you see going on here is that you guys are playing the game to the point where you're walking out empty-handed. Now, again, I understand this guy not being everybody's cup of tea. I understand every woman not saying, "Oh my God, look at him." I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, he's not a pretty boy. I get it, but he's masculine. You know what I'm saying? This is the equivalent of it being a reverse in this guys, and the guys act. The first guy asks, "Well, what do you do for a living, and how much money do you make?" And let's say she answers and says, "Oh, I'm a school teacher. I make $45,000 a year." And all the guys pop their balloons, start popping their balloons, and they all say, "Yeah, that's a little too broke for me. I'm in my soft guy era, and I just want someone that that can provide for me. I worked really hard my whole life, and I kind of just want to just relax and chill and just enjoy myself. So I don't want the pressure of dealing with such a broke woman. You imagine if guys talk like that, but that's how, that's how like the values and I don't know, like I don't want to say what you should be attracted to." But we gotta think about what's actually going to benefit you, like what's actually good for you. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. Income is important. I ain't gonna lie. Like I don't want to deal with no broke shit like that. I'm good on that because I don't want when we go out or we hang out and whatnot. And I'm looking at your outfit like, yo, you know what I mean? But anywho, but what you about to see is what plays out all day, every day. And these girls are asking to be Vivica Fox. You asking for it. There were 10 girls here. I can see if 2 or 3, maybe even half of them pop their balloon, but a majority of them pop their balloon. It's interesting how this whole thing is. Okay. So anywho, I know I talked for long enough. You guys can skip ahead. Well, you wouldn't know unless the chapters there, but anywho, I ain't perfect. Fair use.
Hello, welcome.
Woo!
I'll have you hold this.
See his face? You see his eyes? You saw his eyes? The eyes of a warrior. You see his eyebrows? The eyebrows of a warrior. He look like a like one of those villains. Like he the villain from the R&B video, like a villain that would be like the Amarion video or a villain from You Got Served. I mean, he has those makings right there.
He's not promiscuous and has a career.
Okay, all right. Well then. Okay, let's go ahead and bring out our next single.
Yo, you hear a balloon pop as soon as my guy get there.
Guy.
Yo, shorty in a red dress, yo. Like already it's violent. This is a violent show. Like you realize that all of them are getting ready to pop their balloons.
Hello, welcome. I'll have you hold this.
That was a smile of danger. He came with the smile like, all right, yo, let's get it. Let's cook.
All right, if we can have your name.
My name's Aaron.
Aaron, how old are you?
Ma'am.
And she gonna nod her hair from side to side. First of all, beloved, those boots don't go with that dress, man. That's a dress you wear with sandals, and I'm a guy. And you know what else is funny about this show? Is that you really be seeing people. You really be seeing people with like bad outfits on and got the nerve to be picky. The nigga ain't even open his mouth yet. Goodness gracious. At least let him talk for 2 seconds. Goodness gracious. Anywho, all right, man. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, I'm 29.
29. Okay,
Yes.
And what do you do?
Young guy, 29 years old, got his ish together, yo.
I'm a licensed plumber.
Okay, very cool.
Yes.
And now, what do you look for in a woman?
I look for a woman that's not promiscuous and has a career going for herself.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And now, what are some of your deal breakers?
Deal breaker, being promiscuous, not cleanly, don't have a career, nothing really going for yourself.
Okay. All right. So we did get a pop balloon. Let's go ahead and go on over there and see what's going on.
Yes.
Yo, and brother Dennis Sperling broke this down masterfully. Okay, broke it down masterfully. So this video and this viral video was a lot less about dating. It is about dating, right? But it's also about how black women see black men and how black men are judged. And And Dennis Spurlin made a really important, interesting point, and I think it was the point that I thought about too, was that if a white dude came out swole and well dressed in a nice haircut, as long as he wasn't butt ugly or nothing like that, and he said he had a good job, they wouldn't respond to him that way at all. What you're going to see going on here was a lot of sister code and a lot of pre-selection, but it's pre-selection going wrong. All right. Also, what you see on this show, and I think everyone points this out, what you get to see is women in their herd mentality, the sheep mentality. Women are followers, bro. Which is the most fine. It's expected women follow, right? But women will follow to the point where they will sabotage themselves and keep themselves, especially when it comes to getting a man. Because women have this thing where they battle with wanting a man. On one hand, they want a man, but they also want to prove to the sisterhood and the other women that I'm that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care if this nigga come and go. If he here, he here. If he not, he not. Fam, that's not how you treat anything that's important. Listen, no car I ever had, even when I had a hoopty, I didn't feel like I don't give a fuck about this car, nigga. If it's here, it's here. If it's not, it's not. If it break down, it break down. So what? No, whoa. Slow down. I need my car. You need your car. You don't feel the way about your car, but you'll talk the way about someone that you want to be in your life, that you want them to be a shoulder to cry on and a D to ride on. You want him to have a couple of dollars in his pocket, right? You want him to have stability. We want him to be mature. You want him to not bring drama. You want him to have values. All these different things, you know what I mean? And it's interesting, you know what I mean? Because on some level, I don't know. Again, the sabotage is just crazy. But anyway, I think all black men experience, and I think you know what else too about this show. I realized this show was also about the humbling of black men and keeping black men humble, because things are changing. And the way my man is about to handle these women is unprecedented. Growing up, if I would have seen a video of this growing up, I would be shocked. But this kind of video, whether people like it or not, this might be the next average at best video or another moment like that, because what's happening is a lot of men aren't going for it no more. All right. This show is about humbling men, keeping niggas especially, black men especially, in your goddamn place. You don't get to have no opinion and whatnot. Matter of fact, what you're going to hear a lot of them girls say is that, oh, I mean, I feel like you arrogant. I feel like you think too highly of yourself. Ain't that the pot calling the kettle black and blue, or is it the pot calling what we go whatever? The pot calling something. Of all the women in the world, how you going to tell? How do black women tell someone that you think too highly of yourself? Matter of fact, the girl who's talking with that outfit alone, I can tell you think way too highly of yourself. You came out the door like that. Matter of fact, you didn't have to wear a dress. Didn't have to wear a dress. He ready.
All right.
He ready. All right. I'm saying, like, he got a defensive stance. All right. You know what I'm saying? He got the shirt open. He's showing the body. You know what I mean? He be getting the reps in. He doing everything that a short nigga should be doing. And shout out to him. When you got shortcomings like that, no pun intended, supposed to work on it. My man ain't coming there. He came in there with you see my man fade? You see his taper? God level taper. God level.
Right. If we can have your name and age and why you popped your balloon.
Hi, my name is Karma. I'm 24.
Excellent defense by old boy right here. So what he's doing is, now it ain't the cleanest thing to do, right? But if you should find yourself in a situation like this, always try to maintain a smile. A smile says confidence. Even if it's a weird smile, it still says confidence, and it's better than looking broken and defeated. All right. Always maintain your fighting spirit. Because another thing's going to happen too is he ain't finna lay down. A lot of niggas come on here and lay down. All right.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm supposed to say the pop in the balloon property. Got you.
Woo! We saw that. We saw that. So I'm gonna say it right now. It's another thing too. And I heard 60 guys say this a long time ago. Black people think everything is funny and try to make everything into a joke at other people's expense. I think reality TV and the internet makes people think it's funny and it's cool to diss someone to their face. It's funny and cool to diss someone to their face despite how it looks, how it sounds, what's going to be the outcome, any of that stuff, right? And you know, the way she said, "Oh my God, I'm supposed to say this," right? And she does the whole thing with the fist, like she thinks she's funny. In her mind, she thinks that she's going to play him out to his face. Another reason why this show plays out how it plays out is because you put all the that's interesting too, is that they always all the black women together. But again, all the black women are trying to impress and show solidarity for the other women, not realizing, baby, this is your shot. You came here to get a man. Okay? You came here to get a man. And again, it goes back to black men are not supposed to have any confidence, and they're not supposed to think highly of themselves. A black man is supposed to exist just to be, basically, he's supposed to behave like property. And most black men behave and talk like property. If property could talk, that's how black men think. Like when I tell black men, hey, yeah, you ever thought about the possibility of like no disrespect? You ever thought about like her not being fat as hell? You ever thought about her like not, being terrible in a relationship? You ever thought about like that? Use your imagination. Just think. Take time. Breathe. Meditate. You know what I mean? All that shit.
For me, it just did not work. I didn't feel like I had chemistry or I wasn't fully attracted to you. And I feel like that counts if we are going to be going through.
Chemistry is when two people get together and have a conversation. My man stepped out right away and she said, oh, we have chemistry. This is also a great example of how women redefine words and give words their own meaning. Chemistry is when you have interacted with someone and you talk to them and whatnot, and it's how the conversation flows or how you feel when you guys interact and whatnot. She didn't even interact with him, and it's another reason why a girl like this will stay single. Well, most women in general will stay single because women are creative. What she's doing is finding a way to not like him. She's not giving an actual clear reason or actual clear answer of why don't you like this guy?
Through a dating show,
Yes, the feeling is definitely mutual. So that's okay.
You see old girl in the background?
Hey, thank you. You did me a favor.
Woo! 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 Whoa, what's that? We wear? Hold on. We had 9. Let's bring it back.
I feel like I had chemistry or I wasn't fully attracted to you. And I feel
all right. You see the host is like, yeah, give it to him. Humble him. Bring him down, girl.
like that counts if we are going to be going through a dating show,
Yes, the feeling is definitely mutual. So that's okay. Thank you. You did me a favor.
Absolutely.
Woo! Listen, when a black girl make that face, she said that's the face of damn. You see her right there. She's like, oh shit. Everyone's like, oh shit. Oh, okay. Oh shit. Drake voice. Oh shit. Yo.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm glad you have a great day.
Thank you, Queen. You too.
Okay. Well.
Yo, they look worried. I'm like, first of all, you know what's crazy is? Yo. Beloved didn't use no curse words. He didn't say, he didn't call her no names. He didn't speak on her appearance no negative way. He didn't do any of that ish. He just said, well, most definitely, the feeling is mutual. Okay? Feeling is mutual. Now, and then he said, you did me a favor. So, beloved, let me tell you something. A lot of people sleep on preparation and how important it is to prepare for, like, if you're going somewhere. Let me tell you something. You'll do way better in arguments and snapping back and forth. If you take your time, it's take 5 minutes to think about, all right, what am I going to say? Or what am I going to do? Or like be prepared for the possibility. Like people have watched this show by now. Guys should be ready. Matter of fact, you should come on there to have fun. Listen, even a guy like me, I'm fat. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm swollen and whatnot, but on that camera, I might look fat. I mean, I'll probably wear like a jacket or something like that. I probably wouldn't wear, because listen, I ain't trying to look crazy on camera. But who knows? They probably will all pop their balloon on me, and they might feel like I'm too fat or something or whatever. I don't know. You know what I mean? As fine as a nigga is, you know what I mean? But yo, you can't win in these kinds of situations. I'm not really sure. I mean, I guess a guy's really good looking and in good shape can do good on these shows. I don't know, because I mean, like, and also too, these shows also prove how rare it is, how rare a really great looking guy or great looking people are. I do think that some of the girls in the lineup, I think for the most part, they all look nice. They all look attractive and whatnot. You know, they all look nice. I mean, I can't say that, they scallywag bras. I can't say that, but what you see going on is, and what's funny is, like, you have to ask yourself, why do you look surprised? Like, I'm like, you realize that she played him out like he wasn't even worth getting to know. Matter of fact, she took it upon herself to play him the fuck out. She popped her balloon as soon as she saw him before he could say anything. And what's supposed to happen? He's supposed to just say, "Oh, okay, thank you."
Let's go ahead. All right, we got to pop over here. If we can have your
a devilish grin.
name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Hi, my name is Jara. I'm 22.
Okay, and why did we end up popping our balloon?
The comment you made didn't really. I like a more humble person, not someone that responds so defensive-ish. Yeah, that's really it. I didn't really necessarily like
that's
how you
fine.
responded.
Hey, I could just all I can do is be honest.
I mean, yeah, be honest.
I
be your
came over
authentic
here
self. That's okay.
to find a match
Sure.
that wasn't matching. That's
Sure, I
all,
mean,
Queen.
I 100% understand.
Yes,
yeah,
ma'am.
sure.
And I was she's someone that
You know what's interesting? I actually gotta go. I'm gonna come back and finish this in a second. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just pause this shit and come back. I'm gonna tell you right now, when the 6 pause the video while recording. You know what? Let me I'm gonna try to write down what the hell I was talking about beforehand. But anywho, when the 6 pause the video will come back, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna take a weird turn. When I return, it's gonna take a weird turn. But you know what's interesting is, if this were a lineup of dudes and you would get to see the solo mission type mentality that guys would have, if a woman that look good or have, especially if she got the body going on, the body and her presentation together and whatnot, and she's now he's being very masculine and confident. The female equivalent would be her knowing she's beautiful and being just being cute and being girly and being fun and not taking things too serious and whatnot. That would be the female equivalent, and that would damn near be like saying, you just don't seem as though you take life serious. I don't feel like you're just too. I don't like a woman that's so nice. You seem very, very nice, and very like kind. And I'm not into girls who are kind. I just don't think. I mean, we just wouldn't hear guys do that. Guys, first of all, men love vagina and women's vagina so much. I mean, so much. The woman, I'm trying to think, what could a woman say to another guy that the guy's going to reject her? Again, men sleep with women that they don't even like. I've done it. We've all done it. Because, niggas got to eat. Got to feed these babies. Okay? But, what I thought was interesting was, again, this is what I mean by the whole sisterhood thing. Black women feel, and you can see her looking at the other girls too. Black women feel this strong compulsion to always try to get the approval of other black women and show strength and solidarity with even black women that they don't even know. Okay, because you see it throughout all these shows. One girl pops their balloon and they'll all do it. Also, too, most women they may not even be coming there to really get a guy. A lot of women seem to be there to get off on rejecting a guy. Black women love to tell a black man no, or whether deny or do not acknowledge him being a man, or just tell him no. If he wants something, just tell him no. All right, and again, those hands are being overplayed, and to the point where y'all don't realize you're not getting anything. How do you reject him for what he said to someone else who just dissed him? She said, but like she rejected him before he could open his mouth, and he responded in kind. And you say you want a more humble guy? No, you don't. Because again, most of the time when y'all be having baby daddies, them niggas don't be humble. Them niggas with 2 or 3 kids, they not humble, and like that's not who men are. Listen, if you see this video, if you show it to anyone, y'all have to understand who men are. That's the same as men asking women to not be soft, to be as strong as a man. All right, to not be emotional and stay in one emotion and just be happy. We know that we know that you're chaotic. We know how you are, and we ain't really trying to change it. We try to bring order to it, but we ain't trying to change that. And women got to realize that's not up to you to decide how he should behave. It's one thing if he went in on her and start talking to her crazy and whatnot, but again, these dating shows and y'all spending so much time by yourselves on top of culture, make sure I think that there's a perfect man out there. Ain't no perfect goddamn man out there for you. What the fuck is wrong with you? Stop it. This is nasty. This is foolishness. Shenanigans. Nerf ball. Oh yeah, I'll be right back, man. When I come back, I don't know. 6 past commandments. I'm back. Hours later. Like 3 hours later, I just got done doing some serious parenting. We back to chop this fable. We back to study our hero. Our hero. I am consistent, goddammit. I swear I'm consistent. So let's continue to follow our hero on his journey. This infamous, this brave, this honorable man, glowing like a beacon, a masculine light, and masculine energy. I ain't gonna lie, it's too many buttons unbuttoned, but I get it though. Do what you gotta do, blood. Let's keep watching.
That's your type?
She all right. You're not really my type. I don't mean to be disrespectful.
No disrespect.
But if I see you in public, I wouldn't reach out to you.
Totally fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right. And we did get a pop.
Nigga South, I wouldn't reach out to you. It's crazy. I wouldn't reach out to you.
Balloon over here, your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
I'm Lex, and I'm 23, and I pop my balloon because I feel like you could be a tad bit disrespectful, like how you, like, I don't know, arrogant a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, just that.
Well, voicing my opinion is not arrogant. She asked me if she would be a good fit for me. If I like what I see, it's contrary to the truth. So
Of course.
that's all I can do is just state what I see.
Oh, you know what? This real quick. Do a quick little reaction. Beloved, you guys are on a show where the main part of the show is to reject the man. It's called Pop the Balloon. She said, I feel as though you can be disrespectful. And again, and Brother Dennis Sperling made an interesting point about this. And we're in an era, this has been going on for a while now, because, again, women's ideas of what a man's supposed to be is not based on who men are. Like Kevin Samuels was so important for our era, and he was so prophetic, and he was just such a brilliant mind because he was able to put a lot of this into. He was able to phrase this in a way that men could repeat, and he gave black men the words to explain a lot of stuff because he talked a lot about the one-way aggression. And I remember one time he said to a woman, "You don't know who men are. You do not know anything about us." And I remember one time when he started doing the in-person videos where he would get some attractive women together, and they would have a conversation about relationships and whatnot, right? And I remember, and he would constantly ask the women, "Have you given much thought to what men want. And that was it's a brilliant, such a profound observation, because it brought to light the fact, and it made men realize these people are next to you, sleeping with you, having kids with you, having a family with you, and they do not think about what makes you happy, what makes you tick, what makes you feel fulfilled in a relationship. I remember when a few years ago when I was with my ex, it's like I don't know, it just crossed my mind to say, you know what, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna see what she says. And I said to her, I want to feel safe with you, right? And I remember that now. It was a couple of years ago, and I remember, I think when we talked about it after that, she said, you know, she said, yeah, you know, if anything, I'm thinking about feeling safe with the man. I'm not thinking about the man feeling safe with me. And again, that speaks to the child like thinking, where it's like, how do you not make that connection? What makes you think that you can't hurt this person? You know, you know how much more likely you are to break something if you don't think you can break it. It's like when you're younger, right? When you break things when you're younger, you learn what breaks. That's how you like you learn what breaks by seeing it break. But if you're not aware, it's like the first time that you break a glass, you probably have an idea that it'll break, but the first time you see glass break and you can't step around it and whatnot, you got to worry about the shit getting in your foot, and it's so hard to clean up, and it becomes dangerous, all this different shit. You know, it's a shocker, right? But yeah, he spoke about the one-way aggression. All right, and but not only that, I want to keep getting into. Ladies have to really think about: do you know who men are, and do you know what men do? One of the things that will keep you from being successful, having good outcomes, and having a happy life is trying to control things you can't actually control. Even if it seems as though you're controlling it, it's like, for example, right? Buying love. Buying love would be another form of control. Which, don't get me wrong, gifts are good. Excuse me. Having money in your pocket is good. All right. These are all good things, right? But buying gifts and having money on hand is not the only part of a relationship. I would imagine a lot of it is being emotionally invested, investing your time, your effort, you know, and really trying to have compassion and understanding for the individual across from you or the individual that you have a relationship with. And a part of that is also making them, you know what's really slept on and what's really missing from relationships, especially with Black folks. And this is just in my experience. Women have gotten to where they don't even know, they don't say lost. They don't understand or don't understand the importance of making your man feel good about himself. I don't care if really any man. That's what those are one of, again, women have everything they need to win and have a great relationship. And she already has it. Is that crazy? Whatever a woman needs to win in a relationship, if the guy is with her, she already has everything that he wants. It's up to her to give it to him. Being kind don't cost nothing. Being sexually available costs you nothing. Being good in the bedroom costs you nothing. Doing, I'm saying, a meal, all these things don't cost anything. Making a sandwich doesn't cost anything. It doesn't take all day. Right? But she already has what she needs to get you. She doesn't have to really acquire it. She can get better at it. But men love women for just the effort, for just thinking about the nigga. You know what I mean? And what's going on now is the shift is happening. I remember when I first started hearing that just kind of hearing Black men talk about how Black men are not approaching Black women in public anymore as much, and men seem to not be dating. what men got to realize is that if we want relationships to return to how they were, men are going to have to take drastic measures and take some L's. Because we already taking L's. There's nothing we can do. Like you were going to with the modern woman, you were going to lose. All right. This pretty much is almost 100% chance that she will end a relationship. Doesn't matter what you do. Everything can be perfect. She will end the relationship. She will end the marriage. It's almost an 80% chance that she will end the marriage if y'all get married. If y'all have a kid, it's almost 100% chance that she will find a way out the relationship. More than likely, you know what I'm saying? And you know what? Let me play this. Hopefully, I don't get flagged, but I want to play this TEDx interview real quick. 1 second, y'all. Okay, guys, I believe I have it. Let me just hit share screen. I forgot to share. Great freaking video, man. Shout out to Al B, Al Business, my brother. I love him so much, man. He sent me this amazing video, and I was listening to it while I was pretty fried, driving to the gym to go meet him and whatnot. He sent me this video, and when I heard the end of this video, now one of the greatest skills I may have acquired was just doing the same shit over and over and over and over again, or knowing to stay with something and let it pan out, or see how it works out, or basically commit. Even if I can't see my results yet, to commit. And I got so many different people to credit for that. My son, and you know, with him and his autism, taught me so much about time, and how to just use time to my advantage and realize, you know what, let me give it time. All right, and I'm glad I gave him time. My battle rapping. There was a time where like, yo, I was going to stop doing this. You know what I'm saying? And I'm so glad I didn't feel like that, and I didn't fall through on that. You know what I'm saying? Hold on a second. Anyway, I'm distracted. Anyway, so in all my experiences, what I realized, I did the best when I committed. And I committed to a choice. All right. And I decided this is what I'm going to do. All right. There was times where I had to give up one freedom or one pleasure or one perk for another. When I had my job a few years ago, when I was I was working in the field, yo, I had free reign. I kind of could do what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? If I need to go, you know what I mean? If I need to go do my other job, I could do that just on during the same hours. You feel me? When I had to go to my new job, it wasn't a job in the field. It's a job where you're inside the entire day. But the trade-off, imagine if I thought, yo, but I'll be missing out on, I could be doing this, I could be doing that. Yeah, but I wouldn't be getting all these benefits. I wouldn't be getting basically a career where I just add water. And I could still do that while doing this. I could do this content. So listen, I'm gonna be battle rapping and making music and content for myself and other people to the death of me. You understand? I love this shit. But anywho, but that's what has helped me to be happy in life. And what I see going on with women is women think they have way more choices than they actually do. And it's making you very unhappy. And you're never really going to get anywhere until you say, I want to commit myself to something and understand and prioritize, but understand the importance of being a part of something that I benefit from and that benefits from me being there. Most women do not want to actually have a relationship where the other person benefits, or there's times where only they benefit. But when you do a good thing, it always comes back to you. One of the reasons why I live the life that I live is because, like, yo, I always do the right thing. Well, I try my best to do the right thing and always do right by people. And also do what I say I'm going to do. It used to really bother me when I was younger when my ex would be like, you never do any of the things that you say you're going to do. I think I was just talking about things I wanted to accomplish or things I wanted to do. But I mean, she wasn't saying to me because she wanted me to be better. She mostly was saying to me because, you know, she was saying to be me, because the point was always like, these are all the reasons that I've compiled of, you know, why you ain't shit. You know what I mean? And you listen. I'll tell you something, fellas. You're not going to. It's one thing for someone to have, like, you know, feedback with good intentions or with good faith, versus someone that's trying to point out your shortcomings for the sake of what really is about establishing dominance. And that's another thing I've been thinking a lot about too, is establishing dominance. We'll get into that later. But going back to the choices thing, right? The choices that women think they have are stopping them from making a choice. Now, I heard this video where they talk about, this guy talks about designing your life. This is an awesome TEDx talk. He talks about designing your life, and he gets into this portion about how to synthesize happiness. All right. Let's let it play. Fair use, beloved.
He's a distinguished scientist at Harvard, despite the fact that he's doing insurance commercials now. And he's been studying decision making and how do you make yourself happy. So you walk in, another psychology experiment. The postdoc has got 5 Monet prints, 5 pictures from Monet, and you rank them from best to least. I like this one the most. I like this one the least. Number 1 and number 5. Thank you very much. The experiment's over. Oh, by the way, as you're walking out, the grad student says, I kind of screwed up and I bought too many of number 2 and 3. So if you want to take one home, you can just have it. 2 conditions. In one case, take it home and have it, but don't bring it back because I'm kind of embarrassed, and just keep it. You can't exchange it. Second condition, I got lots of these. If you don't like the one you picked, you can swap it back and pick another one. And of course, everybody picks number 2. It's a little better than number 3. Bring people back in a week later, say, re-rank the stimuli. Which one do you like now? The people who are allowed to change their mind don't like their painting. They don't like the print. They don't like the other one anymore. They don't like any of them anymore. In fact, they don't like the whole process, and they have destroyed their opportunity to be happy. The people who were told, you pick it, it's yours, you can't return it, love their print. They typically rank it as number 1 and think the rest of them suck. If you make decisions reversible, your chance of being happy goes down like 60 or 70%. So let go and move on. Make the decision irreversible. And by the way, as a designer, that's no problem because you're really good at generating options. That's what you're great at ideation. You're really good at prototyping to get data in the world to see if that world is going to be the world you want to live in. So you have no fear of missing out. It's just a process, mindful of process. Collect, reduce, decide, move on. That's how you make yourself happy. So the 5 ideas, connecting the dots to find meaning to work and life views. Stay away from gravity problems because I can't fix those and neither can you. Reframe those to something that is workable. Do 3 plans, never 1. Always do 3 of everything. 3 ideations for any of the problems you're working on to make sure that you've covered not just the ideas that you had when you started, but all the other ideas that are possible. Prototype everything in your life before you jump in and try it, and choose well. There's no point in making a good choice poorly. Choose well, and you will find that things in your life are much easier. And you can...
You know what? And I think that's good right there. That's good right there. So, an amazing, amazing video. Oh my gosh. I'm just saying, oh my God, this, oh my God, And all the choices I made while I made a commitment and I stayed with it were my very best choices. And it gave to me so much. I'm so glad I stayed with my Buddhist practice. I'm so glad that I stayed on, having faith in my son. I stayed on trying to start my first business. I stayed on this content shit because I wouldn't have developed to this point. And I got a long way to go. It's 200 floors to my potential. Every time I level up in a way I couldn't imagine, that's another floor. It'll take me a lifetime, a human lifetime to get to 200, beloved. You had to create your own tile for your life. I know I went on a bit of a tangent, but I'm just saying it really, when I talk about this relationship shit, it doesn't benefit us for this shit to keep going on, because what's going to go on is that the human race, we're going to suffer some kind of way. This is going to have a really negative backlash. We need families, right? But you know we also need? We need some heroes. And we're going to keep letting this hero right here, cuz, keep doing what he got to do. I salute you, beloved. We're gonna finish cooking.
That's not a good look for me. That's all, Queen. But thank you. You did me a favor as well.
Yeah. Also, what I have to say is,
So yo, let's bring this back a little bit. This is a really interesting interaction, right? So remember what I said earlier about how women, their instinct is to find a way to not like the guy, or basically they think being pickier or choosier means she chooses more options rather than choosing him based off of a list of things she's thought about that actually benefit her. All right. And also she has to be thinking about how she benefits him. Okay. Women do not think about this part of the relationship or think about this part of the interaction. All right. You can literally see her making up stuff in her head because again, this is the interesting thing. You're seeing the hive mindset play out in real time. These women are here to get a man, and they're all willing to walk out empty-handed based off of the fact that the first girl didn't like him. And not one of them have given a real, like an actual real reason. Because again, this guy's a stranger. He's mostly a stranger. And then they tell him that he's arrogant. All these things, you know what it is too? Shows like this are not going to help women, because a lot of women have a listen. It's the same as if I think that I'm going to lose weight while not being in a deficit. Most of us struggle with that. Most of us fight it every single day. We fight being in a calorie deficit every single freaking day, because you tell yourself that wasn't that much food, but you're still gaining the damn weight, or you're not getting enough rest, not getting enough hours of sleep. And you read a million times, yo, if you don't get enough sleep, your hormones will not work and fat loss will stop. You need rest, even if it's naps during the day. You need to combine 7, at least 6 hours of sleep, at least 6. I'm still trash at my sleeping because I gotta get up at like 5, so I mostly get about 6. But yo, if I can get to bed like 10, that's what I'm trying to get to. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. But remember I said before, you will be unsuccessful trying to control things you can't control. Like, yo, a calorie deficit. I can't control that the body mostly loses weight in a calorie deficit. There are times when that can be not the case, I can say. But even then, it still works out to a deficit. Some people got a fast metabolism. All right, whatever. Good for you. Yeah, you have a fast metabolism. Whoop the freaking do, you know? But anywho, what goes on with the women is the women, you want to control. You're trying to catch lightning in a bottle. You're trying to catch a whole snowstorm, a snowstorm inside of your shopping bag. You can't do it. Hold on, make sure you can see my face, because I think that was a bar. I think that was a great performance. You can't do it. You understand, honey? You can't do it. You can't control no man. What they're all trying to do, what's kicking up for all of them is, hold on now. Because again, women can't whoop you physically.